What's up, guys? So I'm gonna tackle this down real quick of the pros and cons when working at Amazon delivery station. I don't see too many people talk about this subject, so since I've been here for over a month now, I figured we're gonna do a video about it. So before we get any further, if you have not done so, make sure you all subscribe to this channel so that way I provide more content for you guys. And remember, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload. Now, let's get into it. So, which one should we start first? Should we start with the pros or should we start with the cons? I think we're going to go with the positive, right? Let's go with pros first and then we can tackle the negative. Because not really too much negative in here, but they're there. So, the pros is, first off is the employee benefits, right? So you got 401k savings, which in my opinion is one of the best benefits you could have, especially if you're trying to save up for, retirement. You know what I mean? I know a lot of old dudes that they struggle in saving their money, especially through the 401k, because either A, they don't save enough money, and or B, they don't have good jobs out there. You know what I mean? In case Amazon is a good job to work at, in my opinion. So 401k is a big thing for me. Another thing is, you got dental and health insurance. I know that's a big for a lot of people. Not really big for me because I already got health insurance in my book, but hey man, it's always good for how to back up because you never know what could possibly happen. So that's a plus for me. And then another one is PTO. Now, when you are a seasonal, you don't get the PTO yet. You get the PTO after you work for a few months now for a good amount, and then you have the PTO, right? Which I think is better than having the UPT, which I'll get to that in a minute. But pay time off, hey man, you can't complain about that. You know what I mean? And you think about it, if you don't feel like coming to work, there's no issue. All you gotta do is just do the PTO thing, and you're just pretty much getting paid while you're on vacation, basically. That's how I see it. So then, of course, I talked about a little bit the UPT, which is unpaid time off. Which is you can go ahead and take a vacation, take a time off when you need it. They give you about by the minimum they give you 10 hours when you start. So let's say if you're sick or if you don't feel like working a period, you just use the UPT, and that's basically it. You don't get paid by it. Okay, you're using your own personal time off. So that's basically it. They got two of them, which is the actual unpaid time off, and then you got personal time off, which is the same thing as just unpaid time off. Basically, it's the same thing. The only difference is with personal time off is you're pretty much if let's say if you're gonna get to work early, you can use those personal time off to add like a extra 2 hours for you, so that way you got enough time for you to get to work and stuff like that. So what else we got? They got health insurance, you got dental, you got 401k, you got PTO, you got UPT. I feel like I'm missing something here. Hold up. Oh, and the pay. The pay. I don't know how I forgot about that. The pay is pretty decent. At first, I mean, for a minimum wage, it's actually pretty good in my opinion. It's actually not too bad. You're starting off basically $15 an hour. As time goes on, you get you get a raise every few months or so. So, which is not much. I think it's about like 25 cents or 50 cents or something like that. So, but eventually, as time goes on, if you work hard, you would be able to get the promotion. You know what I mean? And, with promotion comes with more money. Even though in certain cases, sometimes it's not usually the case. in working at Amazon, but I could be wrong. I'm not gonna get into that yet because I've only been there for like a month, and already been a month already working in there, and I haven't gotten that much experience. I just know what I've seen so far lately. So, and I'm just give you guys my pros and cons on working at Amazon so far, and of course if I'm still gonna work there. So you know that's pretty much subs it. And then the pay, and then of course you got overtime, which more money. I mean, come on, man. I mean, how could you not want that? Overtime, you get more, you got a whole bunch of cheese in there, you know what I mean? I don't know how I forgot about that too. So that's just, it's crazy. Maybe I just woke up and, I thought about making a video about this subject. So maybe that's probably the reason I keep forgetting these things. But, yeah, man, I think that pretty much sums it up. It's pretty, and the job itself is not too bad. You know what I mean? The job is pretty easy, through the most part. Maybe I'll do a video one of these days on, the hardest job to work at, or hardest position to work at versus the easiest job to work at Amazon delivery station. Maybe I'll do a video about that. Maybe. But till then, let's talk about the cons, the negative, right? So the biggest negative of all, which if every Amazonians out there, as they call it, right? Or everybody that works in Amazon will tell you the exact same thing, and the biggest negative of all is you're pretty much standing on your feet. Now, me personally, I don't see that much of it as a negative because I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, it kind of got to me for a minute, for like maybe a couple weeks or so. But then once I kept working, and once I kind of got my body used to it, it's pretty much gone right now. Like right now, I could work 10 hours, 10, 12 hours, and my feet would be pretty much good to go. But for the most part, for most people, it's not really, not everybody can have that. Not everybody can handle that. And, and I get it. It does take a toll on your body. You are going to stay on your feet for like 10, 12 hours. Sometimes some people get that 8 hours thing. So, but majority of it really is 10 hours. I mean, every single Amazon's out there that's working at a delivery station, at least from where I'm at, we all got the 10-hour shift. Okay, sometimes we have to work 12 hours if we need to. So, that's pretty much one of the cons out there. Let me think of another one. Let me think. Another con would be, I would think, is depending on the stow rate, right? Now the stow rate is not bad. You can pretty much do as much as you can, but what bothers me is you got the ambassadors out there to keep being on your ass, even though you're working hard. They still, for whatever reason, they like to be on your ass, quoting that the manager is gonna ask you questions or whatever have you, or why you haven't reached a certain rate, even though you have. And even though it's really stupid. I don't know if you want to call that a con, but it's a con for me. You're gonna have sometimes where, the ambassadors, which is those blue collar people, they're gonna come to you and tell you, hey, what's your rate, and you need to work on it, whatever. Even though deep down, confidently, you know that you have, and you know that what you have to do, and you're doing what you can, right? And not to mention, of course, they gave you like three shelves to work at. You know what I mean? They give you like three, say from 11 through 14. Through 11 through 14, you gotta put in packages in the bags, which that's what the stove that's what the stove does. But you have to do it like quick, right? So that's just me. I do it as fast as I could and do it quickly as I could. And as far as I'm concerned, the supervisors out there, they see my work and they love it. So if The supervisor, they telling you that you're doing pretty good out there, can't nobody touch you. I don't give a damn about no ambassadors or anybody else. No, if the supervisor or they tell you, hey man, keep doing what you're doing, I like what you're doing, and he has your respect and stuff like that, can't nobody touch you. So that's like a con, like a personal con for me. I don't like people pressuring me of, especially if I know what I have to do, and I know that people love my work. Last thing I need is more pressure. I don't tolerate that, and I let them know about it. So, you know, um, So let me see. I think that's pretty much sums it. You know what I mean? I can't think of other things that to me is the cons. Oh, yes, I do. One more thing about the con: the training. Now, when you go into training, right? All you're pretty much doing. I think I covered it up on the delivery station review. All you're pretty much doing is you're just looking at the videos, right? You're looking at the videos and just reading through the the rules and all that shit, all the quizzes and textbook and all that on the Kindle or on the phone, whatever you want to call it. I just call it phone because that's what it looks like. It's like a little small device that's pretty much looks like a phone, right? So, and you're just reading through it and answering questions and stuff like that. So, I didn't really like it because, which I get it. I understood why they did it, but why I didn't like it is because not everybody reads through, not everybody can understand just through the textbooks or just through the phone itself or through the video. People are like myself where I'm more old school, where I like it face to face and I like you to show me how to do the work properly. So that way I have a better understanding of how the work truly is. I know that makes sense to all of you guys, but it sure as hell makes sense for me. So, which eventually, as time goes on, they probably did because I speaked up about it and I told them, listen, I'm cool with the device and shit, but I wanted more training. I want people to show me how to do it physically, not just through the text, not just through the phones and the videos. I made that know about it, you know what I mean? And they did, They had either associates out there, that teach me how to do it, or one of the ambassadors to show me how to do it, which that's what they're there for. The learning ambassador, they're basically like trainers. So they're supposed to help you how to do different positions, not the associates, which I was a little pissed off about that. I was like, man, how do you have the ambassadors that they're supposed to be trainers, then why aren't they teaching us physically in person of how to, of how to do these jobs? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense for me. But anyway, that's how they structure it, and that's just my opinion on it. I prefer it old school where they just teach you in person. I mean, you can blend in of doing it both technology and in person, right? But it's better to do it, it's better to do it in both. That way, instead of just relying on technology, you also can rely on, somebody can teach you, and the ambassadors in this case, where that's what they pay for, that they can help you how to do certain things, you know what I mean? Or they can teach you how to do certain things, you know what I mean? So, so those are the niggas out there. Just the training, the pressure, and standing on your feet. I think the for me the biggest cons for me are the training and pretty much staying on your feet. But it's not really, like I said, eventually I got used to it. But I do get aches and pains on my back and stuff like that. But it doesn't really bother me much. But the training definitely is the biggest con for me. And they need to do something about that. They need to kind of have a better strategy with that. That's just my personal opinion, okay? Because I understand, from what I'm understanding, Amazon is watching, these type of videos. So, Amazonians and Amazon, all the people that are working in there, hey, that's just my opinion, okay? That's just how I see it, you know, working in there for over a month now, and would I still be working at Amazon? You bet your ass I would. You know, I mean, as much of a pain in the ass as Amazon can be, I still would work there because you know the pay. You know, the pay is pretty good. You know, for what it is, and you know, there's good promises on getting promotions and stuff. You know, you know, do you guys have any pros and cons on working Amazon if you work there? If you don't work there, then are you considering on working in Amazon? Maybe I'll do a video on why you should work at Amazon and why you shouldn't work at Amazon. Maybe I'll do videos about that. But eventually, let me know in comment below. And yeah, man, if you enjoyed the video, you can do me a solid favor. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and smash that share button. And remember, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload. And of course, if you have any questions, you can also put it on the comment section as well. Or you can email me at greatenzo97@gmail.com. Alright guys, well, until next time, peace out. Yeah, let's go.